Hi, I'm R.Gerrand. This is the second assignment in EDC 1200 on difference. My assignment is based on the Cronulla riots. On December the 4th, 2005, a group of lifeguards were attacked on Cronulla Beach near Sydney by a group of people who were described as of Middle Eastern appearance. Repeated attacks and harassment against beachgoers occurred throughout the week by these people. Threats and derogatory language were used against women who were at the beach, along with sexual harassment because they didn't approve of the women dressed in swimwear displaying themselves in public. This is because it's unacceptable for women to dress this way in their culture. On the 11th of December, through text messaging and emailing and word of mouth, a crowd of about 5,000 mainly white local males gathered at Cronulla Beach to protest against the attacks. However, things took a turn for the worst when violence broke out and the crowd attacked anyone who did not fit with what they considered to be the typical Australian, or did not belong to the white Australian collective identity. There were even reports of tourists from other countries being attacked just because they were not white. Statements from the white Australians involved, such as "they harass our women" and "this is our beach." Also, "we grew here, you flew here," and "Aussie pride," and many others that would probably be inappropriate for me to say. Such statements clearly demonstrate the connection between this event and the white Australian collective identity. Many of these people shared the idea that anyone different from themselves, skin colour anyway, were not truly Australian, even though many people in Australia with a Middle Eastern background were born in Australia. They went to school in Australia and now work and pay taxes in Australia. Now, we're not going to focus on the finer points of the riot, but instead take from it some things that we can learn from as teachers and apply them to the curriculum that can be taught to primary school age students. The obvious idea to take from this event is the idea of difference. As a warm-up and for a bit of fun, and to get the students used to the idea of difference, we could explore the concept that difference is not deficit. It's just different. This could be done with M&Ms, for example. They all look different, but they're all just as equally delicious. Students could study belief systems from around the world and come up with different questions that they want to find the answers to, such as, what is a belief system for a start? And what are some key beliefs? And what are their origins? How do beliefs affect the decisions we make? Students could work in groups, and each group could have a belief system and find out the answers to the questions. Maybe invite guest speakers from some major belief systems to answer questions the students may have. Of course, there would be guidelines for students and guests. Students could go on field trips to different places of worship, for example. That may be a good opportunity for them. They could make up surveys about difference and survey other students and parents. Then maybe something like a Venn diagram could be introduced to students. In pairs, students compare and contrast a belief system. They could look at their own and look at their friends and compare and talk about what is different. In groups or in a class, students could maybe graph or share their results. Students could reflect on their own beliefs and on how they should treat people in their family, how they should treat their friends, and how they should treat their strangers. And what sort of actions should they do? And what sort of things should they say? And do they actually act how they believe they should act? And this is just one idea. There are so many more, and primary school is really a great place to introduce the idea of difference. You could have culture days, festivals, traditional foods, language exchange, dance, songs, and the list goes on. Instead of rejecting difference, we should embrace it and learn from it. And this goes for everyone.